it hit like down my cheek?
Well, you hit it and you're moving at the same time, so it went whack.
Ah. That thing's so noisy. Pardon our heater. You will hear it throughout our videos, but we'll try to turn it off and remember that. Right?
Right.
We'll try. Okay, so today we're working on an exciting project. We got all 6 of the window skins for our big windows complete. So now we're just filling in the blanks. So yesterday we cut out what's left, basically. And the really exciting thing is we used all of our ceiling panels. So we didn't buy new metal, we're upcycling and reusing the old ceiling that was in the bus.
First step we're gonna do is dry fit the bottom pieces and clamp it up. Next, grab your block of wood and a mallet, and we're gonna make impressions where we're going to be drilling holes. I think there's one more right here. Yep, there it goes.
Got it.
There we go.
Next up, we're gonna take this piece of metal and we're gonna run it through the drill press. There you go, and there you have it. Next up, we're gonna give the metal a spray with a degreaser, and then we're gonna give it a little rub down, make sure we get all the stuff off of it, and we'll rinse and repeat with the rest of the pieces. Now we're gonna take out the screws and install our first piece so that when we put up the second little piece and the top one, that everything fits in nice and snug. I don't need both guns for this. Tap the behind. A little lesson in ladder safety. Try to line your body up with the ladder to where you're working so you're not overstretching. I know you don't always want to move the ladder, but just do it. Move the ladder so you don't fall off the ladder. And you don't hurt your back. Repetitive stupid motions equals a sad body. Done. Next we're gonna clean the surface of where we're gonna put the caulking so that the caulking sticks, and then we're going to put up the panel with the screws we just removed. rinse and repeat. We've got this up. Now we're just gonna do the same thing with the other bottom piece. Get the other bottom piece up. Ba-ba!
So here we're using polyurethane caulking, and we know that we can use butyl tape. You can use all sorts of stuff when sealing your seams. We've had comments saying, hey, why don't you use butyl tape?
We chose this because it's super flexible. As you see here, we're just going along the edges. We made sure we did all the ribs, and then we stuffed the sheet metal up and under the eaves trough here.
So we tried to push it as far as it would go underneath there, and then as soon as we did that and had it lined up, we pushed it against the bus and kind of leveled it out by eyeball, clamped it in place so that we could start screwing and riveting it in place.
We just have to wait for our rivet gun. How did it hit like down my cheek?
Well, you hit it and you're moving at the same time, so it went whack.
Ah.
Oh my gosh.
Brutal.
Oh my gosh.
It hurts.
Yeah, it looks swollen. Let's put some rubbing alcohol or something on it to clean it.
Okay.
There you go. Nice and clean. First aid, kids. Always keep it around. Keep it close. Wear your safety gear.
Good news! We got the skins up for all the walls. Bad news? I smashed my face on this jerk. This jerk. We had it holding the bus skin on, and I walked straight into it and smoked my eye. Luckily, we're crazy about wearing safety gear, and I was wearing my glasses. I probably would have got that thing right in my eyeball, but I've got like a big scratch on my face, my nose. This hurts. I'll probably get a black eye.
Oh no.
I'm a clumsy one, I guess. I don't even know what happened. I was like looking around like at just like our work and admiring it, and poof, smash my face. So anyways, we're right now I'm just going around putting some caulking around the edge of these so that they don't vibrate. We've got pretty much all the holes for the windows. We do not yet have windows for our bathroom. Come to the bathroom. So this will probably be about where the throne is, more like this. And we'll probably put a little window in here that can open up for obvious reasons. And then we'll probably have another window in here. We're not too sure what shapes or anything that we're gonna do yet. But that should be pretty cool to have some nice windows in here. Before we decided where we were gonna put our windows, we did the whole entire floor plan. So stick around for that. We'll probably do that in the next video. But yeah, we've been walking the floor plan as if we live here, and it's been really nice. What do you think, Brad?
Yep, I think it's pretty nice also. So far, it's been like really cool to walk within where the tape is on the floor and just imagining the space and how it'll feel and the size and stuff. And I would say that I think we've got a pretty solid floor plan as of right now. So I'm excited to start cutting more holes into this, some of these spots where the more windows are gonna go, and getting more stuff done.
I couldn't agree more. We've been just like hanging out in the space a lot lately and having some really great ideas. And the more we put our hands in it, the more this bus feels like ours. And something we were just talking about was just thinking like, oh my gosh, a year ago from this point, we kind of gave up on the idea. Like, we had been researching doing van life for a while, and we were like, I don't know if that's for us. And we were putting that idea on the shelf, and then we went and traveled and kept putting more money into renting Airbnbs and literally flushing our money down the toilet in a few cases with the places that we stayed.
Not all of them are gems.
Not all of them are gems. Sometimes it's like lipstick on a pig, and we were just like, God, we're getting so sick of just pouring our money down the toilet that we were like, okay, like, is this feasible? Can we do it? Is it risky to buy a bus? It kind of seemed like it for a minute, and then we were just like, you know what? If we went and bought this thing flat out and then put our money into it, like, we've both been homeowners before. Yeah. We've both been paying into mortgages that are like, literally, a mortgage means for your entire life until you die.
Yeah,
so
until death.
Until death.
Like
that's
the
what
Latin of it.
Mortgage means. So we were like, man, if we could just buy something that we can put our money into and own the entire thing, how sweet would that be?
Yeah, and so, you know, after having had the mortgage, and we're not saying that real estate's a bad idea. In some cases, it's a good idea, but in some cases, it's a bad idea. But for us, just like seeing how much we were putting into the rent, and then seeing that, you know what, we own this bus outright, sort of thing, and seeing like what this vehicle is going to be able to do in the future with, you know, still being able to travel and being able to go and experience cool people doing really cool things and making a positive impact on the earth. We're like, okay, can we make this life smarter and simpler, sort of thing? And so we thought, heck, you know, we could do that. Do we know how to, you know, do all the work that we need to do on this bus yet? Probably not, but we're learning along the way.
We're happy to learn.
Yeah, and
love learning.
For us, it's a smarter idea. It might not seem simple at times, but as we started doing stuff, like the first skin that we put on was probably the most difficult, and this last one that we just finished was the easiest. Yeah. So as we gain experience and stuff gets simpler and easier. And it seems like a smart thing to do because, you know, eventually we would like to do the homesteading thing and do permaculture and maybe have some animals on like our own little place. And so that's kind of like a precursor of what's to come.
Right. And we could live in the bus once we get a piece of property that we really want to hang out on. We can live on the bus, have a blank slate property, and then make that property better. So yeah, we've drawn a lot of inspiration from other people building tiny houses, growing food forests, people who have literally got out with a clean slate, debt-free, because they chose to do something that was a lot simpler. So at first, like Brian said, this might not seem so simple, but I think for anything, if you're open and willing to learn new skills, it's quite enjoyable to push yourself to do something new, to do something different, even if it's just in your time off and it's a project that takes you years. I don't know how many people we've seen that a project like this has taken them years to achieve. We don't know how long this is going to take us, but this is like our baby, our home. So that's it. Yeah. We just figured, you know, life ought to be fun. So why not put your energy and effort into something that's going to give back to you just as much as you gave to it? Yeah.
So if you're wanting to see how this Skoolie conversion materializes and how to put it all together, just keep on following and subscribe if you haven't already. We would love to have you as part of the community. And if you've already subscribed, thank you so much for the support and for watching the videos and commenting and liking them and sharing them with your friends. We really appreciate it.
Until next time, friends.
Adventure on.
Adventure on. Bye. Bye-bye. Rock and roll.